In, in previous class, we were discussed about repository service and integration service, right? Now, as of now, we have covered this part, this integration service domain, and also this both domain and repository databases, as well as now we are able to see administration console as well. Okay, here we'll be able to manage all application services, and we can create, edit, we can modify. Okay, so these two services are very important for this data integration, like for reading the data from source and loading the data into target. Okay, now what we'll do today, we'll discuss about this part, this client tools. Okay, how we'll set up project for new users, and how we'll provide access for different applications, and logically logically how Informatica reading this data, and how it's processing through Informatica, how it's processing um, through Informatica, and how it's loading. This is our concept. If you are able to understand this class, you will be you will get more knowledge. This is today's class is very important. Okay, today I'm going to tell about few concepts about administration, few concepts on 90% of concepts about development. Okay, but you will get to know how Informatica is working. Okay, so as of now we created repository and integration service. We'll give this information to developers. Okay, what is the repository service name, what is the integration service name? Okay, these two are the repository service name. uh, After providing that information, what developer will do, he will go to client tools like repository manager. What developer will do, he will configure his repository service in client tool. Repository manager will explain how to configure repository service in um, repository manager. Okay, after that he will request us to Informatica administrator to create a folder under that repository service. Okay, then we'll provide that folder information, and we'll give permission for his group, maybe developer group, maybe they have 10 members. We'll create 10 members uh, as a group, and we'll give access to the group instead of giving access for single user. Better we can create group, and we can give permissions to group. Then the permissions will apply for all 10 members inside that group. No need to waste your time. Okay, so actually I think I've already configured this repository. You will give the domain, repository, and port number information. They will go here. They will click on this thing, they will give domain name. Where will get them this domain name? Under administration console page, we'll be able to see that domain name. Okay, this is the domain. This symbol indicates the domain. Okay, dev is the domain name. After that, it's asking gateway host, what is the server name? Okay, if you go again under administration console page, this is the server node 01. Okay, if you click on it, you have to copy this one, and also it's asking port number. Okay, if you want to get that information, you will be able to see here 6005. Okay, and one more way we have to identify this same information. Okay, for that, what we have to do, we have to go to installation of Informatica home directory. We have installed Informatica here. Here you will be able to see domains.info file. Okay, this is the configuration file from Informatica. If you open that, you will be able to see all the things. Okay, if you go here, host name, desktop underscore LO41 here, but in the admin console it's different, right? See, sorry, this is the name we need to consider, not this one, node 01. Okay, we need to consider the host name. Okay, you will be able to see the same information here: host name, port number, and also domain name. See, dev. Okay, so this is how we will identify if we were not able to access administration console. Okay, and we have one more option. We have three ways to identify this information, like domain name, gateway host, port number. We have to go to Informatica home directory, ESP config. Here we'll be able to see node meta.xml file. If you open that, it will be too clear. If you open that, sorry, we don't have enough access, so we are not able to open. Inside that same information, we'll be able to see domain name and as well as our port number and host name also. Okay, this is how we'll identify this information. Anyway, we have already configured, right? If you give this information, this thing will reflect here, and it will list all the repository services under the domain. Okay, you have to select what and all you need. Okay, after clicking OK, the service will reflect here. Okay, now you got it, right? After creating this repository and integration, then they will use the client, the developers will configure that repository service in these 4 client tools. After that, they will perform some development activity. Okay, as of now, we don't have anything inside that repository service. Okay, so if you see, there is nothing. This is the default folder which comes with the repository service. Okay, now what developer will do? He will give one folder name and he will tell us to create a folder, and he will mention what and all, which group they need to give permissions, what type of permissions they need to give. Okay, once we get that ticket information, they will raise one change request. Why? Because we are doing some changes in our infrastructure. So for changing anything, you need change request. Okay, if you are you are doing runtime work, means instant it is enough. It comes to service now, or it comes to ticketing tools. We'll explain in one class about those things. Now, after getting the ticket information, what you have to do? You have to go here. You will be able to see create option, folder creation. Okay, if you click on it, it will ask name. Okay, what we'll do? We'll give one name. Okay, SBI. Okay, we are creating this folder for State Bank of India project. Okay, and also it's asking owner. By default, if you want to change owner from administrator to your name, we'll be able to change. We can change, no problem. But as per our uh, norms, as per our rules and regulations, administrator is the default owner. Okay, maybe as per the project, the owner will be changed, but 99% they will use administrator as owner. Okay, then voice profile thing I'll explain later. You will not get if you explain. Okay, then here we'll see allow shortcut. Okay, in Informatica, we have two types of folders. One is shared folder, one is non-shared. Shared folder means it will save the objects across the repository service. Okay, like global repository. If anything inserts into global repository, we'll be able to access that objects in other repository services. Same thing, it will act as shared folder. Okay, if you want shared folder, you need to click in checking this box. If you want non-shared folder, no need to check it. Once you create as a shared folder, you will not be able to revert it. Okay, you cannot change it to non-shared folder. Okay, so then permission part. If you go here, if you have groups, if you have created multiple users and all under the security, this task will come later. Okay, if you have one second, I'll create one simple user. Okay, for creation of users, will do. We click on it, create user, Nandu, password also I'm giving, Nandu, confirm password, Nandu, full name, Nandan. Okay, if you click on OK, one user will be created here, and we need to give privileges for that user. See, you don't have any access on repository and domain. We need to give permissions for user. This concept will come later, don't worry, I'll explain. Okay, so we are giving only on repository service. Okay, if you click on it, now if you go here, if you search for that user, if you are planning to add that user, here see Nandu is available. If you click on it, you have to add it. Now see what are the permissions Nandu have? Only read permission. He can read the information and folder. If he belongs to development team, he need all the read, write, execute permission, because developer will do all kind of activity. Okay, if you click on it, okay, the folder will be created here, state bank of it. Okay, if you click on it, it will complete. Okay, now what developer will do? Nandu is developer, right? He will connect with his username here. Okay, he will be able to do some activities. Okay, development activity. See, he's able to access this folder. Okay, by default there is nothing inside that folder. Okay, okay, now if we give this information, Nanda will start developing development work. If you want to do some development work, you need to connect this to designer. We can call this as mapping designer. Okay, now if you go here, automatically it will collect. Why? Because we connected that in repository manager, so automatically it will connect here. Okay, now we'll be able to see source, target, cubes, dimensions, everything. This is by default, nothing is there in this things. See, this folder subfolders also zero. If he start doing some development work, he'll be able to see some data. Okay, now completely we are going to discuss about development work today. Okay, from here it's completely development. Okay, as of now, any questions please?
No, no.
You guys are clear, right? As of now we did administration work, like how to create
No.
code. Sorry, clear, right? Okay, now we'll take one task. Okay, Nandu got one task from client. Okay, in one table src is the sbi_src is the table name. He have 10 records. Okay, he want to 10 records with different locations. He want to move those records into SBI, sorry, TGT underscore bank table based on location. Got it right. In SBI SRC table, he has 10 records with different locations. Now the client requirement is based upon the location, he will need to segregate. Like for Andhra records, he need to write those records into one table. Tamil Nadu records should be in one table, and other states locations, other states records should be one table. Okay, so first we'll take some sample data from database set. Okay, for that, what we'll do, we'll create separate users for source and we'll create separate users for target. Okay, create user source identified by SOURC source. Okay, we need to execute that.
Source spelling.
No problem, it has been created. But sorry, no problem, it has been created. Okay. Now what we have to do? We need to assign DBA privileges. Okay.
Anand, okay.
Now grant has been succeeded. Okay. Same way, we'll create one more user, target. Here, okay. Grant ticket. Target. Now see, two queries I'm running in one shot. If you run that, user target has been created and also grant success. Grant has also succeeded. Now, if you want to add that connections, you need to show your Okay. If you test that it has been succeeded, now we'll be able to see source table, source schema here. Now what we have to
Hello,
do?
Anna.
Yeah,
Actually, we provided there this like name as SOU or EC no. But
yeah.
while giving here connection name and password source, how it will work now?
Actually, if you see that query, what I did, oh sorry, it has been, it's gone. I've given my target name is, sorry, my schema name is source.
Okay,
Okay,
source fine, Anna. Okay.
that is simple a name. You can give my
Okay,
name
now
also, it
understand
will
now.
work out. But username password should be correct. Clear, right?
Yeah, clear, Anna. I didn't
Okay,
see that one. It's a source. Okay.
okay. Now target also succeeded. You will be able to see target here. Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll connect to this source. You will, there is nothing inside folder. If you create new table, we'll create one table for this 10 records. We'll give name for SBI. Okay. Now this is the column name. This goes to Oracle. This is not our work. Okay. Just observe. Column 2. Account number. Number should be in number data type, and also we'll add location branch. Okay. Okay. Save. It is not taking space. If you click on it, SBI table has been created, but it don't have any data. If you go to data, nothing is there. Okay, what we'll do? We'll add 6 records here. Okay, Ganesh, account number something, branch, epic, ram, something, epic, carry, account number something, KA, Karnataka. Now, account number something is also Karnataka. Supu, something is belongs to Tamil Nadu. Okay, we are giving last name Ashok, something, Tamil Nadu. Now, okay, right? We are taking 6 records with different locations. Two records belongs to 2 states or 1 state. Okay, if you do commit, the data will be inserted. Okay, now table or source has been created. Now our requirement is we need to move this AP2 records into one table, and we need to move Karnataka records into one table. We need to move Tamil Nadu records into one table. We can do using, these are the very basic thing. That's why I'm taking simple example. We can do this thing using Oracle as well, but I'm not good in development part, so I'm giving very good scenario using with Informatica. Okay, now what we'll do, we need same folder structure in target as well. Okay, what we'll do, we'll copy this to target. target SBI underscore AP is the table name. Okay. And how many tables we need? Target tables 3 for Karnataka one, for Tamil Nadu one. We already created AP. Okay. Same way, we'll copy one more table. You don't confuse. This is development work. Okay. We'll not do this activity. Okay. Just for functionality. How is Informatica for us processing data? To show the functionality of Informatica, I'm giving one example. That's it. Development example. Okay. Now SBI underscore Tamil Nadu. And we need one more table for Karnataka. SBI underscore KA. Okay. Apply. Now our source and target is ready. If you see target, these tables will be available. Okay. SBI AP, SBI Karnataka, SBI Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now what is our requirement now? We need to move these 6 records based upon location. AP records should be stored in AP table. Karnataka records should be stored in Karnataka records, and Tamil Nadu records should be stored in Tamil Nadu table. This is our requirement. Okay. Now in this diagram, we got this source and we have target as well. But in target there is no data. If you observe, see nothing. There is no data. we have empty tables. We need to fill the tables using Informatica. Okay. What developer will do? Simply, he will connect to the repository service. Okay. How repository service will work? It will collect the data from this table, these 4 tools, and it will update into repository service. Anyway, I'll show you. Now we have created one folder, right? The folder information should be stored in OPP underscore subject. This is the table belongs to that folder. We have created SBI folder here. Okay, the repository service has been collected that information. It has been stored under this repository database. Okay, now you guys clear, right? How repository service is working. Anything you are doing here, it will collect that information and it will insert. That is the work of information in repository service. If you want to get information also in reverse way, it will get the repository information from this repository and it will show. Clear, guys? Any doubts? If you create one more folder, it will reflect it here. Okay, I'll show you. Don't confuse how it is working. Create more. More is the folder name. I have been created one folder called more. If you see that table, it has been updated. If you refresh that, immediately the repository service has been collected that info and it has been stored in the respective table. Now we got, right? It will collect the information this from 4 and it will update here. Okay, guys, clear? Hello. If you guys clear,
Yes,
I will.
sir.
If you have any doubts, let me know. Anyway, we are running out of time. We'll reconnect. Okay.
Yeah, I have a doubt.
Sorry.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me please.
So, actually, you have created a source table and the target tables, right?
Yeah.
And in the Informatica Power Center, you have created tables like, sorry, folders like SBI and more.
Okay.
So how these tables are moved to the repository? I mean, automatically it will take the folders, or do we
Yeah.
need to do
That
anything?
is what I'm explaining. To do that functionality, we have one service called repository service. You are able to see, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This one
So
will be
in the repository, you have created that two tables. So one is more and another one is SBI.
folders.
Correct?
Folders I've created.
Yeah,
Folders
yeah,
I.
folders.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how these folders are showing in that? I mean, Oracle.
Repository.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. For creating one repository service, okay, we need one database mandatory. Okay. What we
yeah.
did, we have created one repository service from administration console page. Okay. There we have given reference of info underscore repo. Clear? If you see,
Just give me 1 minute.
okay, we have given
Uh,
here, see, database username.
yes. Database username. So
Yeah,
once we create the folders in the repository, so
okay.
automatically,
The service, this,
the folders will shown in the, yeah, yeah.
yeah, this service, repository service will collect the information and it will store in repository service. This is the
Oh,
architecture of Informatica. If you are doing
okay.
anything under these four tools, as of now, I have opened two tools. Okay, if you are doing anything underscore these four tools, the repository service will collect the information and it will store under different tables. Each and every table have different functionality.
Okay.
Clear, right?
So, yeah, yeah. See, I have given the database name as info repository. Okay.
Okay.
So, the folder should move to some any other table, no? Why that particularly OBB subject?
Yeah, it's by default Informatica designed like that.
Okay, okay.
Okay, that is concept of Informatica. Like if you are doing any mapping, if you are doing any other thing, I'll show you. If we are doing some other activities, right? For each and every task, we'll store under different tables. Okay, that is
Yeah.
how Informatica product has been designed internally.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Please reconnect once. I'm stopping.